A nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas, you know? Like Bird or Magic or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man? I get love out here in Harlem, man. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, a nigga like me can hustle it. That's my gift in life, eh? You know? What? The fuck you laughing at, B?
You, man. Funny, man. You a hustling motherfucker, man. For real, baby. You fucking killing me, man.
Well, you know me, baby.
Guys, I'm about to play an interview with K. Michelle. K. Michelle is a singer who pretty much did, she's been on Love and Hip Hop and different stuff like that. Real nice looking sister, man. Naturally beautiful sister. She's kind of, you can tell she's been under the knife, under her face. She's broken on the inside. Something's wrong with this chick. And she does not have the emotional intelligence to know to be able to look on the inside and take a self-assessment. And many people don't. Many people, actually, if you look at the EQ of a lot of people, that really dictates your level of happiness a lot of times in life, as far as success in business, relationships, parenting, whatever, right?
Emotional intelligence is the quality that enables us to confront with patience, insight, and imagination the many problems that we face in our effective relationship with ourselves and with other people. The term emotional intelligence may sound odd. We're used to referring to intelligence just as a general quality, without unpicking a particular variety a person might possess, and therefore we don't tend to highlight the value of a distinctive sort of intelligence which currently does not enjoy the prestige it should. Every sort of intelligence signals an ability to navigate well around a particular set of challenges: mathematical, linguistic, technical, commercial. When we say that someone is clever, but add that they've made a mess of their personal lives, or that they've acquired a fortune but are restless and sad, or that they are powerful but intolerant and unimaginative, we're pointing to a deficit in what deserves to be called emotional intelligence. In social life, we can feel the presence of emotional intelligence in a sensitivity to the moods of others, and in a readiness to grasp the surprising things that may be going on for other people beneath the surface. Emotional intelligence recognizes a role for interpretation, and knows that, for example, a fiery outburst might be a disguised plea for help, or that a long political rant may be provoked by hunger, or that concealed within a forceful jolliness may be a sorrow that has been sentimentally disavowed. In relation to ourselves, emotional intelligence shows up in a skepticism around our emotions, especially those of love, desire, anger, envy, anxiety, and professional ambition. The emotionally intelligent refuse to just trust their first impulses or the inherent wisdom of their feelings. They know that hatred may mask love, that anger may be a cover for sadness, and that we are prone to huge and costly inaccuracies around whom we desire and what we really want. Emotional intelligence is also what distinguishes those who are crushed by failure from those who know how to greet the troubles of existence with a melancholy and at points darkly humorous resilience. The emotionally intelligent appreciate the role of well-handled pessimism within the overall economy of a good life. Emotional intelligence isn't an inborn talent. It's always the result of education, specifically education in how to interpret ourselves, in where our emotions arise from, in how our childhoods influence us, and in how we might best navigate our fears and our wishes. In the ideal society, it would be routine to be taught emotional intelligence from the youngest age, before we'd had the opportunity to make too many mistakes. It's because we have, until now, not taken emotional education seriously.
Emotional intelligence, to be able to step outside yourself and look at yourself and judge things fairly and tell yourself the truth. So the first, you guys remember the other day or whenever it was, Fantasia did her video. Fantasia specifically spoke about her husband, how she submitted to him. It was just a whole different energy than the guy that she's with, that K. Michelle is with, and how she feels about him. She has her guard up. She's coming at him with a certain way. And of course, it's easy for guys, especially in the Black manosphere right now, to come on this video in the comment section. I can just tell you verbatim what the comments will be. This is the typical Black woman, right? This is what they're going to say. And there are a lot of women in our community like that. But there are a lot of women that have issues, and then there's the extreme. K. Michelle is extreme case. K. Michelle had everything. She was raised with a father in the house. She saw her granddad raise kids. She's actually seen real male leadership modeled out. And K. Michelle chose to go the other direction. She chose to be what she is today, which is someone who pretty much didn't really measure and take it and look at what was out here and what's going on in the dating scene. K. Michelle chose to date J.R. Smith, the guy who called the timeout, that guy. Yeah. K. Michelle chose within the first week or two of moving. She had moved up to New York maybe a few months, and people were on Power 105, I think it was Mano or whatever, and they was talking about her coochie stank. And I'm like, okay, you done been up here in a matter of months and niggas is already talking about your coochie. So that means you was a hoe, okay? You specifically said, and you're gonna hear it in this interview, how she likes thugs. And she still to this day likes rough around the edge niggas. That's what she done said. Now she done got with some nigga that was a simp that wanted to get with her, who's now a dentist who can take care of her and help her ass because she's struggling financially. She got into it with the cussing preacher, and he put a lot of her business out there. She ain't as financially stable, or she wasn't at the time when she got with the dentist. The guy been with her 3 years. Sorry about that. You guys, you got to look at, man. I mean, the guy she got with now, I guess she got her money right, so now she treating him. She talking greasy and doing little things, and she probably gonna leave this nigga when she find her another nigga to give her. You know what I'm saying? But she has low character. She's a woman of low character, and I've seen it many a times. I don't know her personally, so I can't just 100% verify this. But we've just seen on numerous occasions where she done shown her ass and been she has a razor for a tongue. She does. I've seen her get into it. You get into it with K. Michelle, her mouth is so quick. And the things she will say to you will make you want to knock the shit out of. That's the type of mouth she got. Like, she will make you very angry. So I can just imagine what that brother's going through with her. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of woman you stay away from. See, there's both of them from the hood. Fantasia from the hood. K. Michelle from the hood. Fantasia went through mistakes. K. Michelle went through mistakes. Fantasia wised up. That's the thing. K. Michelle hasn't wised up. That's the issue. Fantasia was wise enough to see when the guy told her, look, baby, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm mad. This is what I need you to do. Let me be the man. And she said, okay, I'm going to let him be the man. You see the difference. You get what I'm saying? There are a lot of women that actually understand that. You see, that's the thing. You have to have the wisdom to be able to, assess a situation. And you know, there are a lot of women that was rocking with Fantasia when she made that comment she made. That's why I don't think it's 100% what we see when we come on the internet with the way guys talk. I don't believe that. I don't. There are some fucked up women that you can cite like K. Michelle, though. You see what I'm saying? Now, there are guys who are so fucked up that they are rooting, literally cheering, because they just as damaged as she is. They are literally cheering out of bitterness for black people to stop dating one another. And I think there's a war going on in our community that really is affected upon or set upon us by outside forces. And I'm starting to see certain signs of that. It starts with entertainment. You get what I'm saying? It starts with entertainment. Who controls entertainment? It starts with music and who controls the music. Who controls Hollywood? Because she got in an industry and all of a sudden she say nobody told her, but she just saw that she felt like she wasn't good enough. You get what I'm saying? And she felt a certain way. So she felt this pressure. There are numerous stories of Matthew Knowles talking about how people in the industry only want a certain type of woman, right? So this colorism thing that everybody seems to be riding and harping on really isn't something that we ourselves as black men out here on the everyday street are pushing. It's really pushed by white small hats. I believe that. I believe that the white small hats, as you know, the I ain't gonna say the specific type, but y'all know the ones that run everything, the secular ones and the other ones. Those guys are pretty much really we're being beset on all sides by this stuff, and it does psychological damage. Very small things from the time that you're 3 or 4. This girl grew up in a household with a man, and when you listen to her talk, she sounds like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? For you to say something as bad as men are bad people, that just goes to show you that you, first of all, you haven't dated all men, number one. Number two, I'm willing to bet 1,000% that there were guys that were good men that wanted to love her, wanted to treat her right, wanted to be there for her, and she shitted on him. Probably the guy she's with now. She's wiping her ass with that guy. And he needs to dump her ass. That's what he needs to do. For his own sanity, for his own, well-being. But he's not, because he's so captivated. I'm fucking K. Michelle. I'm with K. Michelle. I'm with the celebrity. I'm with the star. He needs to break away from her ass and get his mind together, because she is damaged goods, guys. This is the case. When these are certain telltale signs, listen to what she's saying. When she got her money right, when she say she got to deal with Hennessy or Jack Daniels, look how she talking. You know what I'm saying? But when a year or two ago, when she was dating that dentist from Memphis, and she was struggling, he was taking care of her ass probably when she was struggling and loaning her money here and there. I wonder how she was feeling then. See what I'm saying? That brother went and got his money right. Now that brother can get any woman he wants probably, but he wants K. Michelle. So they kind of good for each other because he's simping. He needs to probably do some self-actualization. No way in hell I'll be with a woman that's talking like that has that mentality. You think she's not that bitter and angry and scorned when she's dealing with him? Of course she is. You see what I'm saying? And it's the fact that she says the stuff she says, I'm sitting like, sister, you are your own worst enemy. You went out and caused this problem. And I think that therein we're seeing a lot of that on the internet. She's pushing it. People there are certain sisters on the internet that push that shit. Date who you want to date. Don't be dating no black man. And the brothers are saying the same shit, because what's going to happen is they're trying to disperse our race. They're trying to get our numbers down. I know I sound like the pro-black hotel guy. It is what it is. Today, I'll play that role. I wear many hats. But the hat I'm going to wear today is the pro-black hotel guy who's telling you, guys, be careful. Because I just see something. I see something on the horizon as far as us being pushed down this road of just hatred towards black women. And on the other side, I see women being pushed down that road as well. Hatred. K. Michelle is a great example. I'm going to go out on a limb. I think there is more disdain from brothers than there are from women in this sense. I think women have gone out and professed, whatever the reason may be. Some people say that they don't really love us. They just can't, don't nobody want them. Like they'll say that, right? It is what it is. You can kind of look at it like that. I don't think that. I think what it is, I think Asian women don't want they men because they got so much fucking white supremacy in their culture and in their mind. They prefer white men over their own men. And I think we're going in that direction. I think what's going to happen is everybody in our race is going to want to date out. And we think this shit is just us making choices. We are literally being controlled by remote control. And when I say something like what I'm saying, I'm at risk of being excommunicated from the Black Manosphere for even saying some shit like this. They won't even say that nigga ain't part of it. That nigga don't, cause he ain't gonna toe the line. That these bitches ain't shit. Like if he don't say that, then that is pressure, peer pressure. It's a lot of dudes on the YouTube and on it that's saying that shit, repeating it because you hear it 1,000 times a day on YouTube, every day, over and over and over and over. And it's the same for Black women. They're starting to get these YouTubers that are coming out. Girl, get you, because it's women that are Black women first. They're not Black community. And there are men that are Black men first, not Black community. So you got to watch who's coming, because if you Black community first, then you see women I see Black women as our sisters. I don't see them as our enemy. K. Michelle sees Black men as the enemy, and she keeps, if you listen to her, you'll see it. All she talks about is Black women dealing with this. Black women, Black women, Black women, Black, that's all. So now we have to worry about this compartmentalizing of our community. There is no community when you start splitting, or there is no whatever you want to call it. There's a splitting of the Black people in America, and everybody's going with their own. Everybody's going, now I'm a Black man, I'm gonna go with Black men. I'm a Black woman, I'm gonna go with Black women. And I do think that the brothers are a bit ahead in the sense of pushing this dating out mentality. It is. You know what I'm saying? That's why you never see me putting a Latino woman over a Black woman, or I'll never put anybody over a Black woman. I just won't. Not that Black women don't have flaws. I'm not blind. I have seen fuckery. I have dealt with bullshit just like K. Michelle has. I've been cheated on. She talking about men, but K. Michelle runs behind thugs. She runs behind niggas that's like that. You dated Myth Hits, a nigga that was cheating on Toya, and you dated another dude, J.R. Smith, and a few other guys that ain't on that level. So what I want you guys to do is just check this out, and then I'll be back.
Super Hood. So you got City Girls, Cash Doll.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's a fun record.
It is.
Just like fun talking about the type of dudes we like. Like I used to always say I want a dude to have some gold teeth.
Did you really?
And dreads. That's what I thought I wanted.
And what happened?
That's not what I want.
That's not
But
what you want?
I wanted that for a long time. I want a grown man, but he still got to have some hood on him.
Right. Well, it was funny. We caught you coming out the break. You was saying about the record, you can't raise a man. You saying that still rings true, right?
Oh my God. Cannot raise them. But yeah, I have to sing it so much, and women every day be like, you can't raise a man. I don't know what y'all men out there doing, but y'all need to be raised. Or y'all need to do something, because these women is mad. When that song come on, it be like war. Facts.
So what's changed in your perspective in your current relationship? You don't feel like you in that situation right now?
What? I feel like we all are in that situation. My dude, he's very mature. He's mature, but I do have my issues, And I have had some really awful men. A lot of them here in Atlanta. You're awful. If you're out there, you know who I'm talking about.
Awful. How?
Some awful, like how awful?
Yeah, like what were they doing?
Oh, what weren't they doing?
Oh no, sis.
Like, from just cheating, and then we know around here we can't just sleep around no more. That's your life.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how people take it so. It's cool. We cheating. I caught him cheating. I went back.
Yeah,
Well,
but
did you get checked?
Friend.
Listen, you know what they say about Atlanta?
What?
It's a city where everybody sleeps with somebody that you know already.
Yeah.
Is that like on a bumper sticker or something? Where you read that?
That's Atlanta.
Yeah, I
Everybody
believe
you
that.
slept with has slept with somebody that you probably know.
That makes
That's
my
what they
head
say
hurt.
about Atlanta.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I do.
But you know what? Can I say something real quick? Can I just pause and go back? So when we were talking about you coming into the studio and we were talking about you, I try to sometimes look at the person and see who they are and where they are, and as they go through their thing. You're a woman that has really struggled with who you are for a long time. Because listen, this is what you said. You said, I like to come out with my songs, but I want to come out with something hood first, and then I start singing.
I
But
gotta do what I gotta do.
you are a trained singer.
Yes.
Look.
So it's not necessarily that
Yo.
you need to do the hood thing.
No.
But you do it because that's part of who you are.
Yeah.
And that's part of this battle inside, right? So you're an extremely intelligent woman.
Thank you.
You were supposed to go to law school and you
Yes.
didn't.
Incredible.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yo, daddy a
so it's like,
professor.
it's like, you get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like this battle going on
I have a
inside
real
of you
battle.
forever.
I still have a battle. Even to this day, with being more comforted by who I am. Like, for so long, like, I was already curvy, right? And I wanted more, and I thought that would make me feel better. So I got more, and I just got heavy. You know what I'm saying? Heavier.
Like mentally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everything, and that didn't make it feel better. You know what I'm saying? It really didn't. So I'm like, who am I? There are times when K. Michelle, I'm from Memphis. Yeah, I'm hood. I got that. That's me. But there are also times I know how to speak. I know how to handle myself in rooms, and I know how to do business.
See, the thing is, that's part of your struggle because you're not hood. You're a product of the hood.
Okay.
But
There
you
it
are
is.
hood.
There it
But
is.
you keep trying to
Thank
go
you.
back to that product
I try to
where
help
the
'em.
outside is trying to call you out.
Yeah. They keep calling me.
Yes.
Oh, they think, oh, she's crazy, she's ghetto. When people get in the room with me or around me, they don't get it or they don't understand. When you put somebody on a platform where they gotta fight,
Yeah.
I'm not a punk. So you put me on a platform, I gotta fight. You put me on a platform to voice my opinion about people's life that I would never even care about. Okay, I don't talk to none of them on the phone outside of being on that TV show. So they pay me to say, okay, this is a mess. So you think that's who this person is,
Right.
like all day. We don't talk about them. We don't talk about Love and Hip Hop. We don't do any of that. I'm trying to run a headache of a restaurant. I'm trying to open another one. I got Jack Daniels. You know, I'm the first African American ever endorsed by Jack.
What?
I have a drink in 14,000 stores that's tripled sales, but they
Okay.
don't like to tell you that about African American women. They don't like to say that on the Shade Room. You know what I'm saying? They want to say, make up me beefing with a black China, or make up something when I'm up here crushing it. When I walk into Jack Daniels, they excited to see me. And that's never happened before. They've never let anybody get paid off of every case sold. So I have to do that, but then I also have to be the auntie and be the sister and the friend to the women who got me to this position.
Amen.
So they like a little feist, but they got to grow with me because they need to grow too. So it's always this. It's like, ooh.
Well, you know
ooh.
what? I got a really interesting question to ask you. And you said something really interesting. You come on, you say, my music is bipolar like me. Like you go from one extreme to the
That's
next
me.
all the time. Let me ask you a question. Because Nina and I were talking about this other day, and Nina made a statement to me. She said, you know what? When people meet each other, they should know, in a relationship, what each other's trauma is so that you really know the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's K. Michelle's trauma?
Men.
Wow.
The center, I once said, what was the center, like, of my pain, of my
Yes.
life? I didn't have anybody, knock on wood, no one close to me die or anything like that. Everything that I've gone through has been because of lack of self-esteem and men being in the middle.
What do you mean? Like, explain that. Like,
I don't think men are good people.
Wait, you think that now? All men.
I don't think they're good people.
Why not?
The reason for that, and I truly believe that, the reason for that is, like, for men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of, like, cheating. You know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. We've watched the same story over and over again.
Yeah.
And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal.
Right.
Because you're taking advantage of my love for you, and I'm supposed to just be the one behind you riding or dying. I'm not dying with nobody. And to see girls come up to me, I'm the girl they come up to all day long crying. They tell me the most disgusting of stories that I couldn't even believe. And a lot of times men, the wrong man, will stunt your growth as a woman. Women could be doctors, lawyers, and everything, but
Yeah.
they in the bed crying over what a man did to them.
So how is that raising a man then? Because you have a son who's turning 16.
That's why I don't want to raise another one. I'm struggling. He has took off with a white girl.
Wait.
As pro-black as we are.
Rewind.
Your son?
What you mean he's taking off with a white girl?
I get a phone call from my mama like, yeah, Chase said he could go on this date with some white girl. I said, okay, we got unity. It's all good.
Right.
But I didn't tell him he could go anywhere. But he ran out the house, went on his date. You know, I'm just trying to tell him, wrap it up. Just be like, you a black person, a black male. You my son, but out there you a black male. They don't
that's
care.
real.
That's putting it
about
lightly.
you.
Right.
They don't care nothing about you. You around here with these hoodies and these dreads and stuff, and you know you a straight A student. They don't know that.
Yeah. They
You
just
know?
see a black man.
It's hard to raise a man. Like
So-
it really is hard because I see a lot of women fail their sons because I dated them. So I don't want nobody look at me and say, who raised that boy? Like, I don't want that.
So you don't have an issue with him dating a young white girl. You have an issue with the complications that may come with it.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. My daddy's a black history professor.
Right.
So you know, you real woke.
Yeah, I used to work at the Civil Rights Museum as a child. They wouldn't let me go work for nobody and have a regular job. So I slept in the Civil Rights Museum when Martin Luther King was killed. I slept there several nights. My daddy do not play that about our history and about you doing stuff for your people. That's what my father is. He still got his afro. He ain't never, it didn't take Beyonce to bring him back to Black Girl Magic and Black Magic.
He was already on it.
He already
He was
had it.
already on it.
So then you have an example of a black man then who
Yeah, but I have an example of how men should be.
Yeah.
Because I saw my grandfather raise 8 kids when my grandmama passed. And I never met her.
Right.
I've seen men. So nowadays, that's not the men that I see. They don't have any of it, no heart like that. Like I went to JJ's yesterday. I wanted to go to Campbellton.
Yeah.
And they like, hey, you finna get it? Yes, I am. And I went back there with the dudes in the back, and young dude asked me, he said, where your security? Where you at? I said, well, sir, how old are you? I said, why are you asking me for just security? You supposed to secure me. You the black man.
Yeah.
Like, why I gotta be scared around you? You supposed to protect babies and men.
Speaking.
These men ain't protecting nobody.
Why do you think that is?
Cause they mamas ain't raised them, and they've seen, it's what they've seen. If you don't know, you don't know. They haven't even seen better, for them to know how to do better. So I'm looking at men and all these men cheating and bringing down these women. You need them women to uplift you. You giving them AIDS. You are killing them. Like you killing these women that you need. I just don't like it. I can't do it. So I look at men and I have an anger for them. I see how they make women feel. I have a brand new TV show on Lifetime. My first show I'm producing. And it's helping women get silicone out of their body. I'm paying $200,000 a pop, the network, to help these women. And you should hear the stories, all because of a man.
Wow.
All because a teacher, school teacher, she can't even walk. Her husband made her get a bigger butt.
Her husband made
And
it.
left her
Made her.
for a younger woman, and now she hitting me because she don't want to die and got a child, a 3-year-old child. Like how could I possibly, if I'm hearing women coming to me, how could I possibly think that it's better men out there? I don't believe it.
So you believe a lot of the self-esteem issues in these women are, and for you even, are coming from men and their perception of what they want us to be as black women?
How we supposed to look. Now they want to date outside the race and make you feel like that, like you need some curly hair or you need to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's not set up.
What do you say the men that say, well, nobody told you to get implants and what you went through?
They don't have to say it. It's in your actions. It's in your, ways. It's what I see.
The preference.
It's what you see. So you look at that. If you want that type of dude, or you want that type of, attraction, then you do things like that. Sometimes people do it for themselves. But I did it at first because I already had butt.
Yeah, you
I
already
just
had a
wanted
shade.
some more.
So was there a trigger point? You spoke about the strong male figures that you had in your life. Was there like one point in time as you got older that made you have that self-esteem issue where you wanted to alter your body?
I think it was the industry. I think it was just, I was entering that business. Like I had got my first record deal. And I said, I'm not going to sign this record deal because I was so insecure I didn't have any boobs. So I was like, I'm not gonna sign this record deal until you guys give me boobs and teeth. That's what it started with, you know. I gotta be prepared to stand up there next to my favorites.
So that pressure wasn't from the label, that was you.
Yeah, that wasn't them. They paid for it, but they didn't pressure me to do anything. I've never had a body fight with a record label.
So then why did you feel that pressure to do it then? Like,
I just saw it, and I thought, because you know it was the day of the butt. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it came strong.
And I saw it, and I wanted it. So I was like, okay, I need this, because this is how these successful girls have this.
Yeah.
So this is my shot. So I want to be successful, and I want to feel beautiful, and I want to be ready to be the perfect artist. You know,
Did it help you?
No, I was like in magazines and things, and on you know, like People magazine, sexiest people. Who cares once the magazine is ripped? You know, like
I gotta be honest, it hurts. I'm a single guy. I'm by myself. I think I'm a good guy. I ain't a perfect guy, but I think I'm good.
You a good guy.
Thank you, Jay. And it hurts me to hear you as a black woman say that you have issues with all men.
Yeah.
What can somebody do to change your perception, or is that something that you feel you just gonna carry the rest of your life?
I think that's God. You can't help that one. God gonna have to come and sit and talk to me. But as far as like dating or try, every day I'm gonna see a woman when I come out of here, and she's gonna cry, or she's gonna say, "Let me tell you what happened to me." So if you are confronted, God put you on a pedestal to heal and talk to women for some reason. So if every day you're approached like this, how am I supposed to be like, oh, it's good men? Because I don't know them. I haven't met them other than my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? And my father, I don't know those other men.
Are you in a relationship now, though?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship
And what
now,
about
and
him?
he has his ways with him. And I'm very cold. I'm very, I'm very like
A wall up.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that.
What does he say about that?
Oh, he just tries to, I think, kind of ignore it, or he knows it's an issue, because imagine sitting there while I write these songs. And he knows my content. Like I always say, I can't date you unless I can write a song about you.
Period.
So
Okay.
he knows the content is probably about him right now.
Can I ask this question? Because a lot of men are hitting me because I did a live stream, and they're asking me this question. Because you've been brutally honest up to this point.
I will be.
Have you ever cheated in a
That's
relationship?
exactly what I was about to ask.
Yeah, I've cheated. But I've cheated after I was cheated on.
Was it in response to being cheated on, or you just wanted to and didn't because they hadn't yet?
I'm naturally not a super sexual person. I don't like to be poked a lot. So I don't have to have men like around. So once I pick one man, I'm genuinely like normally with
good.
that man.
Yeah.
But I can be very like spiteful. So if I see you do something, I'm going to do it better than you.
Two wrongs don't make a
Two
right.
wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, but if I'm going to, I do that. I've done that before.
So-
now, right now, I wouldn't do that. I'm just done.
Are you a Pisces?
I'm a Pisces.
I'm a Pisces
Of
too.
course you're a Pisces.
Yeah.
Of course you're a Pisces.
I was gonna-
Yo, emo.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, why stick around in a relationship
That
if
was
it's
in the
not healthy?
past.
Okay.
This relationship has its healthy points. You know, we have some babies about to be put in. I have a surrogate.
With him.
Yeah. But the thing is, we've been friends for like 20 years.
Okay.
So I met him. I was the girl in high school that he always wanted. So I met him. And we've been dating now for 3 years. And he doesn't have any kids. And I know that regardless of anything, he comes from a great family that I love so much. And I know he'll make an amazing father, regardless.
I want to talk about the surrogate situation because you just a couple of days ago, Love and Hip Hop released you talking about your issues with the surrogate.
Yeah.
Do we have the audio of her going? Well, basically, she went on social media and was broadcasting the whole thing, which should be a private thing. And you were saying that she wanted to like help with the kids in the future.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What's going on with the surrogate situation? Is she pregnant with you guys' babies right now?
No, I think I've been through everything in life, and this is just something that adds to my belt. She's a great, great, great mother.
Okay.
And when picking someone to carry your kids, you want a person who's motherly, someone you know. I thought I wanted somebody that I knew,
Right.
but then you feel it's another level of entitlement.
I can understand that.
So you get what
That
I'm
makes-
saying?
That makes sense.
And then like imagine this, like imagine something that you couldn't do right now. someone else is doing it, and I like to do everything.
Right.
So you're doing one of the most important jobs of a woman, and one of the most important jobs for me. So I don't want to see you every day.
Yeah.
I don't want to play kumbaya. I don't want. It's nothing to do with you as a person. I just don't want to be your friend right now in this situation because it's hard. It's hard for me to take that in, and I wanted her to understand that.
Yeah.
So where did you initially connect with her, and y'all didn't have this conversation beforehand?
Well, I've had like several surrogates. Like, they send you a pack. You know what I didn't like about the pack, y'all?
What?
All the black women were like $65,000, and the other women were at least $10,000 to $15,000 more. No lie.
Yeah.
No exaggeration.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm about to, because the agency fee is half of that. So I'm going to give 60, and I'm about to give you 30 for connecting this, and you're sending me, I'm asking for the black women, you send all of them, and I'm looking at the numbers. We are cheaper to carry a baby
Wow.
than Hispanics and Caucasian people. So I felt the way. Me being all this, pro-black, I just felt the way.
Yeah,
so
you should.
I said I'm going to use somebody that I know could use the money, somebody who has some beautiful kids that need it and to start a business, And that's why I picked her.
Why don't you try to carry yourself?
Well, I actually can, which he said that, when you're filming, he busted out and said, you could carry on your own. And I was like, why would you see that on TV? Get out of here, man. They're going to tear me up. Well, after my last surgery, like having all that stuff happen to my body and everything, I'm just getting back on my feet, even walking without breathing hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
It's a lot on the body.
I was really sick for like 2 years, wheelchair. Like, I don't think people know, like, wheelchair. So if I'm just walking again, I still want kids. They told me if I carry twins, I'm going to be on bed rest. I can't get back in that bed.
We've had an incredible interview that will go down in history.
I love
and
y'all.
I know,
We love you, girl.
Jade and JR got some questions. We just played Megan Thee Stallion.
Love her.
And you were talking about how close you are to Cash Doll.
Uh-huh.
It's like a new time
It's time.
for women, and it is time.
It's
How you
time.
feel about what you see in the music now?
I'm so excited. Like, just to see, like, we were talking about Lizzo, Megan, like, just all of these new girls, they black girl magic up here doing their thing. I love to see it because she was putting me up on new people now to
Yeah.
download, like new artists.
It's crazy. Jade?
Man, I mean, I want to talk about this next song. I mean, I know you haven't discussed what the new song is. You gave me a little exclusive with your flat foot singing, but you come from a country roots. Like, you play guitar. Tell me about what you're gonna do next in this country. A country album? Can we expect that from you, sis?
That's been my thing. That's why I left Atlantic.
Right.
And people wouldn't have walked away from there. That was a huge fight and an issue because I was told every album it was going to be the country album.
Right.
This is not no Lil Nas X for me. This is how I paid for college through yodeling. I've said this for years.
Through yodeling?
Yes, I did. I paid for college through
She's
yodeling.
the real deal.
Then I just did some other little, like, trying to make it within there, and that's what I sang my whole life. So the first tape I ever got was the Judds.
The country
So,
singers, the sisters, Judge sisters.
Yeah,
So
the
give us
mama
a little
and
bit.
daughter.
Give us a little bit of yodeling.
No, I'm not gonna.
No, give us a
I'm
little
gonna do
bit.
that in my concert for my tour. Everybody has asked me to do it, so for my tour, it's a whole country section. It
So
starts
give
November
us a
the
little
11th.
bit of country.
I'll play a country record.
No, sing a little something.
You can't put singers on the spot.
No, I'm gonna sing. Those records not out. You gonna hear 'em.
Isn't that how you early on in your career, how you got on the spot and auditioned?
I don't have to do that no more.
But you did at one point,
She's
right?
like, look, I paid my dues.
Pay my dues.
That's
so
how
I
you
just
set it up,
sing.
right?
No, I would just chase people for a record deal. I've chased Jermaine Dupri. I ran over to his studio because he told me on MySpace that he was gonna
MySpace.
sign me, Jermaine. He told me he was gonna sign me. I went to his studio. They was like, he in there, and I knew Usher was in there, and I was like, well, I'm gonna wait till he gets done. And they said,
You
no,
waited.
ma'am, you cannot sit here. I sat there all night. I sure did, waited on him. And we cool. I sat there, waited on him. He didn't give me the record deal, but that's what I would do.
Yo, you are so deep. I mean, even talking to you, off air,
air.
it's just amazing to me, just your knowledge and your history on just everything.
Thank you.
And a lot of it, like, you see what happens on Love and Hip Hop,
Oh, yeah.
and you see what gets written about you. Is there another lane where you can just share share more of your experiences. People are hitting
hope.
all of us up. What you mean
Yeah.
you hope?
I hope, because Love and Hip Hop doesn't allow that. It
Yeah.
shows people. It's people who hate me off of Love and Hip Hop, and they don't even know me. I'm just the smart one on there. I know how to move around and get the big check. I don't.
So you're doing
And-
it just for the money?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Has it helped
I'm not
in any
gonna
way,
play with
though?
you.
Has it helped in any way?
At the beginning, it did. Now it just, I have to question if it helps or hurts.
Yeah,
That's
but
real.
there's so much, I think, just in female empowerment, just from your own experiences that you can share, that I'm surprised I haven't heard more of about you.
Yeah.
Well, I just said, God, if you heal me and help me, get out of the silicone situation, that was just awful for my family, everybody. I said, I'm going to do everything I want to do. I'm going to go, 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 go. So I've been nonstop since my feet, I can use my feet and my legs. Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you this: before you go, you were at a very critical point in your life. You almost died.
Yeah.
We almost lost K. Michelle. Everybody around you.
Yeah.
When you were stuck on that bed,
Yeah.
thinking that you were gonna die, tell us about that. How was
Ooh.
that?
I was just like, I'm not done. Come on, I can't be done. I just, really started to just sing, and now, but God knew He had to humble me and sit me down. Because I was going to still be working. I was working every day, popping Percocet, Adderall, every day. Every single day. Every single day to function and to have a normal life that I thought was normal, because I didn't want to feel nothing. And I wanted to, I don't feel anything at all. I just want to go. So numb it and run it. That's all I wanted to do. And so the Percocet started from pain, from the silicone. So I was taking all of that, and yeah.
We do the inspirational vitamin every day, where I give some inspiration to people. You've come on the show. You've really empowered women that were hurting.
Absolutely.
And you yourself were hurting. What would you tell to a woman right now that's in the bed crying right now?
Oh, you're going to make me cry with them.
What would you say to her?
I would tell her she got to get up.
Tell her.
You have to get up. You have to get up off your feet. You have to get up on your feet. Because sitting in that bed, I sat in that bed for 6 months, honey. Sitting in that bed is not going to do anything. It's not going to heal it. You have to toughen up and you have to face it. And if you do not face it, it will be another 6 months for you. So whatever you are going through, whoever have done something to you today, whoever has made you feel like you're not worthy, just understand you're here for a reason. And when your purpose is, when you don't have no purpose, then that's when God take you. We all here to do something, even if we don't know what it is. So you're here for a reason. You have a purpose. You need to take your purpose and figure it out, because you could walk outside and get hit by a bus. That means your time is over. If He has you here, there is something that is incomplete that you need to finish, and something that you need to even start. That's why you're here. So take advantage of being here, because as you can see, people are not around every day.
Why are you crying?
Cause I just feel like it's so many. I just feel like it's so many hurt women, and I be feeling like
You feel that.
Like, you take that pain.
You're an empath.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do. Cause I just feel like it's so many little girls. You just see so much, and they all day they talk to me. So if they talking to me, I have to do something. So you can't help everybody, That's why I did team up with Lifetime, so I can at least help 10 women do something that they can't afford to be healthy and feel beautiful. So it's just heavy for me, because I have to talk to these women. When I leave here, I'm going to talk to a woman that's going to tell me that she thought about killing herself, or she thought about this and that. So my gift is to talk to them and let people know they're not alone. But when exercising my gift, I don't think people understand it's heavy on me.
Yeah.
We understand. K. Michelle, we love you.
I
we
love
do
you.
love you,
Thank
Kay.
you.
Oh, and I'm back in Atlanta.
Hey! Welcome back to the A, girl.
So you stuck with me.
Okay, good. We gotta
like
get you
that.
back on
like
some
We
more,
happy
okay?
to have
Yep.
you.
Okay, guys. So you just witnessed the train wreck that was that interview. Sorry about the noise. It's a Saturday. I got him. He's acting up. So, guys, you have to understand that the whole thing is really centered on them wanting us to go to war with each other. And K. Michelle is a willing participant in it. She's the latest installment of it. I don't believe that she came to this point and she hasn't one time sat and thought that I chose these guys. I think I do sound like some of these bitter guys, but K. Michelle is the classic, quintessential example of what these black men are talking about on the internet. K. Michelle, somebody who fucked up women, ladies, you gotta understand one thing. When you born with a nice ass and a decent looking face in the black community, you can write your own ticket. There is no way you can write your own ticket as a black woman if you are curvaceous with a face. When I say face, I mean 6 or better. You can write your own ticket. If you're a 5, you can probably write your own ticket in certain instances. Not in every case. See what I'm saying? K. Michelle at least has a 7 of a face and it had a 9 or 8.5, 9 body. And she still fucked it up. And now she bitter after dating a guy who's a known weed head, who is a street nigga, who is very wild with his money, do a lot of dumb shit, right? We all know this. In J.R. Smith. You dated Mano, you done dated rappers and celebrities, music producers. These are the niggas, and what pisses me off about this, and I want the sisters to hear this, is that you can then turn around and say, all men ain't shit. That's why I put that emotional intelligence video in here. I wanted you guys to understand she could not see the whole iceberg. She can't see the whole iceberg. She's bitching about some shit that really below the surface she can't really see for herself. Not just because I know the video talked about being able to see below the iceberg for other people. Emotional intelligence has, I think, 4 or 5 different pillars of it. And one of them is about self-actualization, being able to look at yourself. I've been talking about this a lot. What's so fucked up about you in your mind that you draw these types of niggas? What's so fucked up in your mind that and then when you've done it so many times, I've been around talking to women. Yeah, you talking to women, K. Michelle, but I ain't trying to be funny. Most of your fans are hood people that are, even if they ain't hood. She said, I know doctors, lawyers that are in the bedroom crying. How we know women, I'm gonna tell you something. You are usually at the advantage in a dating situation 9 times out of 10. Most of the time, up until about 30. You're in the driver's seat. In those prime years, those formative years for teenage boys where they have to walk up to you and get your phone number. All the guys are spitting at you if you look like something, if you got something going for you. So you the one holding all. It's like if we playing spades and you got the big joker and the little joker and you still lose because I played my hand right. See guys, although you may have the big joker and the little joker, that don't mean you're going to get 8, 9 books out of the damn spades. That don't mean that. That means that you have a chance of winning. Now, if you don't know how to play it, I could bait you to throw out that joker early, and I can see, and then I can kind of come around and throw out and let you take off some of the weak cards that I got with that joker. And then when it comes time for me to drop that ace of spades, I can win. You see what I'm saying? That's how it happens in dating a lot of times. Women, you have that big joker, both of the jokers, but a lot of times what you fail to realize is that you don't know how to apply it. And so what happens is, it just like in spades, you lose. A lot of women do. And some women win. Fantasia was smart enough to win. She lost, played the first joker, lost, and then she played that second one before she got up of age and found her a decent guy. And you can see, this is my mindset. This is what I believe. I'm not part of the war that's going on the internet. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to participate in it. But I do see that a lot of women, if you go look at the comments, it should give you hope, because a lot of women was co-signing. Well, a lot of women were co-signing Fantasia. A lot of women were. That's how you know a lot of folks ain't on that fuck shit they out here talking about black women. Some black women will, a lot of them are on that. A lot of them will, I ain't gonna say do exactly what Fantasia did, but at least in their minds they see and they know that's the right way to be. They know that. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Guys, you have to be careful about what you hear, what you see. And from the time you are little, you will be fed and bombarded with all types of propaganda and all types of things that make you think a certain way. And people will use data to back whatever their arguments are. That's just how it is. People use data, statistics, things like that to back whatever they have. You know what I'm saying? Whatever ideas they have. And they wanna make you think a certain way. They'll just look at something and give you something to say and say, this is why. This shows this. Both sides can back their stories with, things that they want to back them with. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. You know? So make sure that you're smart and you pay attention to the propaganda that you're being fed. Because we are being fed a lot of propaganda with a lot of this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. I just wanted to come on here and talk about that. We all know what Fantasia said with her husband in their situation. So that was it in the opening for you. You know what I'm saying? So guys, just be smart. Don't be gullible. Like I said, be cognizant of the fact that there are outside forces that don't want to see us. I wouldn't be surprised if these people, these agents of chaos, were paying people to be YouTubers to shoot down and cause friction among a bunch of guys who don't have the self-actualization skills, and women who don't have the self-actualization skills. And so what happens is all you got to do is just that's like having a thing full of gasoline. You throw a match in there. It's going to be combustible. It's going to blow up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you see on YouTube a lot of times. Y'all have a good one, man.
Just remember, the doors to my heart will always be open to you. Just look and look, see. Love is a house and you have the key. Let me into your heart, baby. Look in my eyes, there'll be no surprise. You'll find a window to love, and I'll do anything in my power to welcome you. Please you too. a home. I don't wanna be alone. Oh, open up, baby. Open up, let me in. I'm hungry for your love again. Open up, baby. Oh, darling. You got the key. Ooh, you got the key. Oh, oh. There's a house. You got the key. Oh, you got the key. Take me where I wanna be. Love's a house, love's a home. I don't wanna be alone in your home. I'm happy to be. Open up, baby. I'm hungry for your love. You got the key. Give it to me. Love is a house. Your love is a house. Love is a house. Your love is a house.